Alrighty guys, so as promised, this is going to be the video training for a very secret method guys called giving value. Okay, now I was actually planning to write another post and call that part 2 and then continue the story and then write another post and call that part 3 and then continue the story, just to make a point, just to be interactive with you guys. But I thought I'm just gonna turn the cameras on, just shoot the video just to explain this whole method in one go. Okay, so for those who don't know, I actually wrote a post inside Facebook, and it's a very short one. Okay, and it's a very short post, right? And then basically there's 68 people who saw it, and there's 43 comments. Okay, now so if you guys haven't read it yet, please go to our group and read this first. Now the reason why this is important, guys, is because I want to prove a point. Okay, it's just what Najee Banks says in one of the comments, that this itself is the value post. Okay, which he says it around somewhere here. Okay, but there's a lot more to that, which I'm going to explain in this video. Okay, so basically, right, when it comes to giving value, there's a few things I want to actually point out. Right now, the first thing I want to say, guys, let's call this the giving method for the giving value method. Okay, the first thing I want to emphasize is that giving value, guys, right, is not content. Okay, it's not giving content. Okay, so basically we are not bloggers. I don't consider us bloggers. I don't consider us YouTube marketers, and I don't consider us social media experts like Gary V or Pat Flynn or Matthew Woodward or those John Chow, those bloggers kind of stuff, right? And because that's the only time you want to actually send out an email of content to your leads, because they actually wanted to read your content, right? Because if you're gonna use a squeeze page to build your list, if you're gonna build your list or anyway prospect, anything like that, right, your main objective is just to close sales. Okay, so one thing you have to understand is that giving value is not giving content in this scenario. Okay, only in this scenario. So of course, if you're a blogger, then give content all you want. Okay, but if you're talking about recruiting, if you're talking about closing sales, if you're talking about referring other members, then content is the last thing you want to do, because content is not going to get you any sales. Content is not going to close anything. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now the second thing I want you guys to really understand is that giving give value through stories. Okay, so basically, sorry, not through stories, through results. Okay, you always want to give value through results. Okay, so let's go back to Facebook. In this post right here, it's a very short post. Okay, now all I wrote, the main thing was I opened up the loop. Okay, of course, guys, in this post as well, there's all this copywriting NLP stuff that I injected in there, but I'm not gonna walk you guys through that process right now. If that is something you guys want to learn in terms of how to actually do copywriting, how to actually open loop, close loop, grab people's attention, so on and so forth, then I can actually walk you guys through that process later on. But the main thing that pretty much caught everyone's attention was just this little part here. I was part of a network marketing company and did lots of stupid stuff because I was pretty new and naive. It was only when I copied what the leaders were doing, which is giving value, right? And then basically this part here, so basically giving value part was the open loop. Now I tell you guys, this is a command. Now keep reading, right? And I give you guys a reason for it. And this part here is a whole controversial part, which makes you feel like, hey, what is Chuck talking about, right? And then I just basically just read it, right, guys? I don't want to read the whole thing, but the story literally doesn't even exist, but it's in a form of a story, is what I'm trying to say, right? I started with the open loop of a story, and then now I'll go back to the story. Okay, and I close it off with my giving value method was completely different, super easy, and worked extremely well. Started making a lot of money and almost instantly positioned myself as an authority in a group, even though I was pretty new to the game. Okay, in other words, this was the big outcome using my method. Again, I did not reveal anything at all. Okay, so in terms of this post itself, okay, would you say that this post itself is valuable, or would you say this post is not valuable? Okay, because the whole giving value thing is a myth, because people aren't looking for content. People are looking for ways to make money. Okay, and this whole post itself, guys, believe it or not, is actually considered as valuable. Okay, because people want to know why certain things happen. People want to know how other people are making money. Okay, and by saying stuff like 99% of the people out there are doing it wrong, that itself is giving value. right? Because if you say one method is wrong, then that itself is giving value. Okay, so you want to actually like, I'm losing my words here, guys, but what I'm trying to say is you want to give value through a story, even though the post itself isn't, like, it doesn't contain any content, right? You can see that this post here got lots of attention, right? And as you can see, 43 comments, guys. And another thing I want you guys to sort of understand is the reason why you guys commented is because you guys know who I am. Okay, you guys know exactly who I am, and that is, like, you know, you can say that that's unfair because you guys, you know, became VIP partners, you guys invested in my course or something like that. But even if someone who doesn't buy anything from you, or someone who doesn't invest anything from you, or someone who doesn't even know who you are, okay, you can still get their attention if you start off with a story and you write something like this. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say before I end this point is always give value, right, in terms of a story. Now, this might be hard to begin with, and believe it or not, guys, this whole thing here, I actually wrote up on the fly. Okay, I wasn't actually gonna write a whole real story, even though this is part true, right? This whole story was made up and it was actually on the fly. Okay, but going back to this part here, always give value through results. Okay, because people only care about results. Like, the truth is, if I told, hey guys, there's this method called giving value method, and it's pretty good. If you want to know about it, let me know. But then you don't know what results I got from it. You don't know whether it's easy. You don't know anything about it. Like, there's nothing about it, right? So you want to make sure that there's a result in it. Okay, is what I'm trying to say. So going back here, guys, always give value through results. And of course, I already addressed this. Always share results through stories. Okay. Now, I see a lot of people saying, you know, boom, I just made 500 bucks. If you want to know how I make it, you know, PM me or comment below. And that is fine. Okay. Because you will start getting sales like that if you start small. But then you can always turn that result into a story, because people always resonate with story. Okay, like, for example, let's say you made 500 bucks. Instead of writing, you know, boom, just made 500 bucks. If you want to know how I did it, comment below, or private message me, or connect with me, whatever it is. You wrote, you can just be like, holy shit. Like, for example, you want to use emotional words. For example, holy shit. I'm gonna make this on the fly, right? First time in my life I made a commission online. I started this whole online stuff 4 months ago, wasted, you know, X. I don't want to finish the story, but basically, as you can see, I'm not only sharing results, I'm telling in terms of a story, right? So I started this whole online stuff 4 months ago. I bought so many products, I joined so many companies, and I never made money online. And then I finally found something that, you know, that actually paid me commission, and it's inside my bank account. It's real. I'm so excited, and I want to share this with anyone who's interested in building an online business, who understands the struggles. If that's you, please connect with me. I want to make sure I help you. I want to make sure you know about this company. I want to make sure you get, you know, that you're a part of it, and so you can make money as well. So basically, it's a very, very short story, right? But that little part there, guys, people can resonate with you. Okay, instead of just sharing results, and saying, like, you know, if you're interested in, you know, making money like I'm making money, you know, comment below, private message me. Like, that works. Don't get me wrong, that works. But if you add a story to it, you will attract the masses. Okay, I want you guys to actually attract the masses. Again, my proof is a bit sort of manipulated because you guys already know who I am, but we're still talking about 43 comments, guys, and that's a lot. Okay, so back to this sheet here. Always share results through stories, right? Now, again, I want you guys to keep in mind that in the future, I'm not planning to do these one-off videos. It's just because I haven't shot a video in a long time that I just want to share something just in case you guys, just in case it's being quiet, okay? So in the future, I actually want to create another portal where I'm going to share episodes, where I'm going to share, like, just think of it as a whole training from episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, where I want you guys to actually master this kind of method, right? So this method here, guys, is just for you to go out there right now to take action, okay? But in the future, I will make sure that it's better structured so you guys can have the knowledge you need and become masters at it, okay? So always share with the results through stories. Now, number 4, which one is it? Oh, yeah, sorry. Stories, and let's think about it. I always have a call to action. Now, call to action, guys, most marketers understand that it's important, but only a few would actually do something about it. Okay, so again, let's go back to my post. What's my call to action? My call to action is basically, now if you want to learn the same method, let me know by commenting below. Okay, let me know by commenting below. If not, then please ignore this post, right? The reason why you want to have a negative call to action is because it makes them feel like, hey, if I don't post, then I'm not interested. Okay, so another way you can do this, and I've seen marketers do this already, is that like let's say for example Frank Kern, right? I remember reading one of his email where he says, if you hate if you hate dogs, don't open his email, something like that, for example. So the call to action was a negative call to action that got people to open the email, because they don't want to be like, oh, but if I don't open the email, it means I hate dogs, right? So they want to open the email because they like dogs, or whatever that is. All right, guys, I don't want to confuse you. In other words, right, let's say this call to action here was something like, now if you want to learn the same method, you know, learn how to make money, learn the same method that I'm using right now, blah blah blah, comment below. If you're not interested in making money online, or if you're not interested in closing sales that I'm closing right now, then just please ignore this post. I apologize for your time. So in other words, if they don't post, what they're really saying to themselves is they're not interested in making money, and they're not interested in recruiting people, for example. So you always want to have a call to action of what to do, and then the call to action of what not to do, if, so on and so forth. And the if part is meant to be so ridiculously stupid that they feel like they have to post. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, again, let me know so I can explain that a bit more. Okay, so always have a call to action, right? For yes and no, for yes and no. Now, the call to action, guys, will always get a reaction. If you do these things correctly, if you share your results and you also share a story and you have a call to action, you will get a response. Now, here's the thing. If you are literally no one, so no one knows who you are, no one cares who you are, no one trusts you, and you start off with this, you might get one reaction. And then that one reaction though will become a chain reaction, okay? So when someone reacts, you want to actually respond. Okay, when someone reacts, you want to respond. Now, but the thing about this method, guys, is you want to make this consistent, okay? You can't just use this method once and then never use it again, because people think, oh, this guy just did it once and he failed and never shared again. You want to share results almost every single day at the minimum, okay? And that's why you don't have to share your own results every single day, right? If you want to share your own results, by all means. If you want to take an image and share other people's results, by all means. If you want to tag other members inside the program, by all means, you can tag them. For example, we have a member, right? And so we have some members who just joined us and they're already making thousands of dollars, right? And if you're up to date, if you actually follow the EEC program, you know who became a VIP partner. So you can just tag them, add them as a friend, and tag them on your own Facebook wall and say, hey, congratulations, XYZ. You're crushing with the EEC program and you only just joined 2 weeks ago. And that's it. You're doing great, man. For anyone else who wants to join me and XYZ into crushing this EEC program, blah, 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 and tell your story, whatever it is, then you can also do that as well. But the main thing is you want to use this method consistently, so then people can always see that, results are, there's always results. It's not just a one-time off kind of thing, okay? So let's go back to this, guys. Always have a call to action because you want a response. Don't be shy. Tell people exactly what you want them to do, right? Tell them exactly what you want them to do. Even if you're interested, I'm only looking for the next 5 to 10 people who I'm going to help. Please email me at xyz@gmail.com. So it doesn't have to be comment. It doesn't have to be anything. It could be a private message. It could be email. It could be, you can call me on the phone. It could be anything. You want to have a call to action, right? And you want to tell them exactly what to do. And at the same time, you want to have a call to action that if they don't do it, they are XYZ. And you want to give them an identity, okay? So it forces them sort of subconsciously to comment because they don't want to be like that no guy, okay? Now, the fifth thing, right, believe it or not, it's just close them. It's just close them, okay? Now, this closing thing is a whole skill on its own, okay? Because that is not just a one-time off kind of thing, right? But let's just go back to this example here, okay? In fact, I'm just going to go to this paragraph here. Now, back to my story. I started giving value like what these leaders were doing in my own way, and it worked extremely well. And nope, I wasn't writing any content. Nope, I wasn't shooting any videos. And nope, I wasn't doing any leadership stuff. My giving value method was completely different, super easy, and worked extremely well. Started making a lot of money and almost instantly positioned myself as an authority in the group. Even though I was pretty new in the game. Now, if you want to learn this same method, let me know by commenting below. If not, then please ignore this post. Okay, so ignore that kind of typo, like authority in the industry is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now everyone here commented. Okay, now assuming I have something to sell, okay, you can give me any program, any product. Okay, let's go with affiliate marketing. Okay, if you want to use this method, okay, to sell an affiliate product, you can. Basically, what you can do is you can write up a very quick ebook, or you can basically share part 2, add a link to the affiliate product. In fact, I'll show you guys that right now. Okay, so let's just actually imagine this is, you know, affiliate product. Okay, you want to sell an affiliate product. What you can do is you can write a bit about the method. So now you want to actually share, you know, I'm going to write this, right? A bit about the method. Okay, of course this has to link back to the affiliate product that you're trying to sell. So if your affiliate product is about YouTube marketing, for example, right, you want to write the story in a way where it's something related to that. You want to share a result that is something related to that, and you want to write a bit about the method, and then you say I learned it all from this product here. And basically the only call to action to the affiliate product is if you would like to check it out, you can check it out here. Okay, and like basically this is the worst kind of selling ever, but this alone, guys, will work. All right, basically everyone here that's interested in my giving value method, if I told all you guys right now, if I told every single one of you right now that this giving value method is I learned it from someone named Bob X, and Bob X has a product that only costs $10, and I recommend you guys to buy it to learn more about it, would you guys buy it? Right? Because I already pre-framed, because I already pre-sold you guys, because I already told stories and share my own results and stuff like that, you guys are very likely to buy that product X. Okay, and that is promoting an affiliate product, right? But of course I want to direct our attention to earnings commissions. Right, of course that is like, you know, while we're here, I want you guys to actually refer members to actually make those $500 commission. Okay, so for example, again, if you write something like this, if you write something that has results, has a story, right, and you have a call to action, and people are interested, you don't have to say, oh, I joined the system, users here, I joined the system, users here. You can actually close them to make sure that when they do create an account, that they become a VIP partner. So what you can do is, one, when they're interested like this, either one, you give them access to a private video, where you actually review earnings commissions program. So when you review it, you talk about what it's about, why becoming a VIP partner works, and what you're doing. And then the call to action is, hey, click the button below, create your free account to earnings commissions. And for anyone who joins my team and become a VIP partner, I'm going to personally coach you. I'm going to personally add you to my own team group. I'm going to personally give you my traffic sources. I'm going to personally do something. You want to give a bonus, okay, guys? So again, this, like, I'm skipping all the beginner stuff. I'm going straight to the advanced stuff just to close sales, right? But where I'm trying to get at, all right, let's go back to here. Where I'm trying to get at is when it comes to closing, there are many different ways to close them. But if you follow these 4 ways here, right, even at this point here, you just say, hey, thanks for reaching out. This giving value method is I learned it from this system called earnings commissions. I recommend you check it out because Chuck explains it better. Even if that is your call to action and that's how you're going to close them, you will still get sales and you will still get referrals, even though that's not the best way. Okay, because of course we've got to talk about pre-selling, we're going to talk about VIP upsell, we're going to talk about giving bonuses, and we're going to talk about coaching and, you know, personal stuff like that kind of thing. Okay, and the thing, as I'm shooting this video, I do feel like this video is a bit too fast and I'm skipping lots of things, guys, but I just feel like this method here works extremely well if you actually put it into practice. Okay, so give it a try, go out there. Right? Remember, giving value is not content. Never give content, because content people can find on Google, people can find on other bloggers that's more established, people can find on YouTube. There is no way you can compete in terms of the content world. You want to give value through results. You want to give value through results. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of each one of this, and then I'm going to close this video because I want you guys to actually go out there and do it, and we can have another discussion of how this method works. And again, in the future, I'm going to make sure my videos are more structured so you guys understand things a lot clearer. Okay, so always give value through results. So let's say, for example, you're a brand new VIP partner and the only results you have are just cha-ching emails, okay? Remember, cha-ching email guys aren't necessarily qualified members. So you're not even guaranteed commissions, okay? Your results though could be something like, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 2 months of trying to make money online and not getting any results at all, I finally found a program that allowed me to make my first dollar online. Now, I know that's not much, right? I know that's not much compared to those millionaires, but this means a lot to me. I finally found something that actually works, and I'm so excited, and I want to share it with as many people as I can, and I want to help you achieve the same result I have. As you can see, this is my first sale ever. And again, I want to help anyone who's interested in the same blah blah, who feels the same way I feel, or who has been struggling like how I'm struggling and stuff like that. But again, very, very simple, okay? You're just sharing your value through results, okay? And of course, I skipped that and did the story part as well, okay? And if that's you, if you want to join my team so I can help you make your first dollar as well. Again, I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm just getting started. I just started seeing results, and I can help you do the same. Okay, as in that's all it is, guys. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to always become a millionaire. You don't have to be a six-figure earner. You don't have to be that guy who makes a lot of money. You can just be that guy who just finally found a program that works for you, even though it's your first dollar, even though it's your first $10, because people can resonate with you if you tell it in a story form, a story format. Okay, and again, if you're interested, if you want to join my team, if you want to know what I'm using, please email me, whatever, please reply below, please comment, please private message me, please do whatever, okay? And you want to close them. Now, again, closing them, guys, is a different ball game. You can simply send them the link to create an account. You can shoot a video reviewing and pre-selling them. You can shoot a bonus video. You can do all sorts of things, okay? But the main thing is once they actually respond to your posts, you want to close them. Do whatever it takes to close them, even if it has to follow up, okay? Because once you give them a link to create an account, that is not the end of it, right? You give them a link, they create an account, and your call to action could be like, hey Bob, thanks for reaching out. The system I'm using right now is called Earnings Commission. It's a free program. Click here to create your account. Once you create your account, let me know so I can walk you through the process. Right? You never want to end the conversation, okay? The only time you want to end the conversation is when you know you can't close them or when they're not interested. But if they're interested, if they're just getting started with you, do not end the conversation. Just keep them and always talk to them, right? So for example, Bob, once you create an account, let me know so I can walk you through the process. And Bob be like, hey, I just clicked on your link and I just created an account. What do I do now? Cool, Bob, awesome. First thing is join the mastermind group. It's very, very important you join it because, there's so many things happening here, X, Y, and Z. Next thing you do is watch the welcome video. Chuck explains exactly what this program is about and with his vision and stuff like that. After you watch the welcome video, let me know and I'll walk you through the next step. And then Bob will be like, hey, I just watched the welcome video. I just joined the Facebook group. What now? Like, cool. Go to the next step and watch exactly how the system works. If you have any confusion, let me know so I can explain it to you further. Basically, if you're with your leads, we're talking about one lead here, okay? One lead here who responded. If you keep them on the hook and you keep talking to them and you show them you actually care, you want to guide them, imagine when it goes to the VIP step, right? You get them to watch the VIP video. It's like, hey, what do you reckon? You reckon the VIP partner upgrade is it for you or is it not for you? And they'll be, oh, hey, sorry, I don't think the VIP is for me. It's too much. I'm like, no worries. Are you able to go for the monthly? Because the truth is, the VIP, I'm a VIP myself, and the VIP is where the real money is, and there's so much value. And basically, 80% of the results generated from EEC are VIP partners, and I don't want you to miss out. Is there anything you can do to become a VIP? And then eventually, of course, you're going to close them, do whatever it takes kind of thing. And the next step is go to the 0 to 10K program, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. Right? Now, this, guys, is a manual process, okay? I'm only teaching you this because I want you guys to be leaders, right, at the moment right now, where you know how to close on a one-on-one basis. In the future, you don't have to prospect like this because in the future, you can actually just mass sell them through one video, for example, okay? But for now, I'm just giving you some alternatives, some options on how to close them. But just keep in mind that if you are just starting out, if you haven't, made that much money yet, hustle, guys. You have to hustle. You have to prospect and you have to close every single one of your lead. Okay. And remember, the key thing is never end a conversation unless you can't close them. Okay. And you decide yourself when you want to end it. So if they're like, oh, this looks like a scam, I'm not interested, ask them, how is it a scam? Because remember, any negative feedback you get from a system is a is a pathway for you to close. Okay, when I first started, guys, I closed so many people who called me a scammer because I always ask them, hey, can I just ask why you think I'm a scammer? And they always say, this program looks exactly like program A. This program looks exactly like program B. And I'm like, hey, you're right. Sorry about that. It does look like program A, but the only difference is that XYZ, 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 and program A does this, and what I do this. And that's why it's different. And the truth is this. And they're like, are you sure? We're blah, blah, blah. And then you can actually convert them back from being a skeptic to being a loyal follower. Okay, so that happens very, very often. And until they say, don't talk to me, this is a scam, not interested, then you can just end the conversation and that's it. Okay, because you don't want to waste too much time on one lead. Okay, guys? So again, this giving value method, okay? It's very hard for me to explain that this post itself is value. If you don't think this post is value, please read it again and tell me what you have learned from this post. Because if you have just learned one thing from this post, that is value, okay? And learning that one thing, again, it's not content, it's just learning that one thing is considered value. Okay, so I think this video has gone a lot longer than I expected, guys, and I think this video is pretty confusing as well, and I apologize for that, but I do want you guys to go out there and take action right now, because we have a lot of results. We have a lot of results inside our mastermind group, and I feel like you guys aren't using it to your advantage right now. Okay, so right now what you can do is go to our group, start downloading those images, right, and start using it on your own Facebook. Start adding friends, right, start adding people inside, that are interested in making money online, business opportunities, affiliate marketing, whatever it is, right, and start using this method. Now, if you don't know how to come up with a story, just try. Okay, that's all I can say. Everything comes down to practice. Okay, because the story doesn't have to be about you. The story could be about someone else. The story could be about anything. It could just be a metaphor. It could be about anything. All right. So on top of my head right now, it's one of those things where I always use where people always say you have to be at the right place at the right time. And even though this is true, I feel like that another factor that's missing is you have to be the right person. I always use this kind of thing because this works. People actually read it. The right person at the right time. And I'm so lucky that I was able to be at the right time at the right place, and I was fortunate to be the right person because I found something that worked, for example. And then just something so simple, you turn it into a story, share your results, have a call to action, and then you want to close them. Okay, guys, so again, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about this content. And I do apologize for anyone waiting to learn, to waiting for part 2 of this story. This story, even though it's half true, I actually had nothing planned to continue on with this story. Actually, I did have something planned for part 2, part 3, but it was meant to be a point in this whole strategy anyway, okay? Because this whole point of this post, guys, again, is to get you guys to comment, okay? And I did step 1, 2, and 3 in this post, but even telling it to you guys. So I used the strategy as a post in itself to give value, and there's a kind of response I'm getting. And this call to action, right? Imagine if this video that I'm shooting right now was uploaded to YouTube, okay? And that YouTube video, right, is embedded on a site where there's a call to action button, or just on YouTube period, okay? And everyone here that commented, and I just hit reply. I'm like, thanks for being interested. I just messaged you, and you message them the YouTube link, which is this exact video here. So you never actually have to manually prospect to anyone because it's all automated. One video, and you can always reuse it for every of these kind of posts, right? So hopefully you guys understand this strategy. Let me know if you want me to actually expand on this strategy. Let me know if things doesn't make sense. And yeah, again, guys, we are VIP partners, so we're here together as a team. Don't think of me as like a leader. Don't think of me as someone who's like above you. We're all equal. Okay, so if you have more input, if you have suggestions, if you have something else up your sleeves that you know about that you can share, comment as well. Okay, we're all here to help each other, guys. We're all equal, and we're just gonna crush it together as a team. I want to emphasize that over and over and over again. Okay, not as a boss, employee, no one like that. We're all equal, and we're all together, and we're all as a team. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys, and I'll talk to you very soon.